Kpft Houston on the Rockin' Friday edition of Wide Open Spaces. My name is Rourke. Be with you for just about another hour. And today, live in the studio for round two, a great band out of Dallas, psychedelic pop band that recently put out a EP. They're going to be playing tonight at Fitzgerald's with the Wheel Workers. Sunward, welcome to KPFT.
Hi.
How are we doing?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Is this your first time in the KPFT studios?
It is. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Tell me a little bit about how this band came together in Dallas, and it's been, what, about 3 years or so?
Well, actually, we've been together for, like, in different, different members, but this group has been together for about 5 years. We've been put out a full-length record about, I think it was like around 5 or 6 years ago, and it's called Ladies and Gentlemen, Start Your Horses. And then we've been working on a new record. It's actually done. It hasn't been released yet. It's an EP, 5-song EP, entitled Magical Display of
Lights and Rays.
And that's the one I have in my hand.
That's the one you have in your hand.
I played Bees off this on Monday, so this isn't actually out to the public yet.
It is not.
Okay.
So this is sort of like a first time out.
Now, will you have this available at the show tonight?
We will. We haven't actually even done like a CD release. This will be like a pre-CD release in Houston.
Okay. All right, very nice. Now, all you guys have day jobs, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is some kind of like a side project for most of you, and I know that you guys have been kind of off the charts for about a year. Tell folks a little bit about the car accident that one of you guys got.
Our bass player, Dave, he was in a bicycle accident, riding his bike, and had I guess no one actually saw what happened, but I went over the handlebars and had a major, he cracked his skull open and broke his spine, and he had multiple fractures all over and was in a full body cast for 6 months and recovering from that. It took actually almost a full year for him to get back on the horse.
Right. Dave, do you write songs? Are you a songwriter?
We all pretty much contribute.
Okay. Yeah. Well, while you're sitting in bed in a body cast, did you,
right.
keep the time? Did you write some songs? What did you do to keep yourself busy?
Oh, I do website design, so I had to get a hospital, tray, angle it up, and just kind of lay back and use what mobility I had to do that, yeah.
Okay, well, at least you work out of bed, I suppose.
There you go. Yeah.
Very nice. And tell me about some of the other guys' day jobs. I know one of you guys does the artwork for all your posters.
Dave.
Oh, that's
you
me
as
also,
well?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very nice. And I hear that you did the poster for this particular show. Is that right?
For this show?
No, we didn't.
I don't believe so, no.
Oh, the artwork for the album. Okay, got it. Sounds good. So this is your creation here with the deer.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, very nice. I like that. That's great stuff. And folks can see not only the picture but hear some of your music online at.
Facebook.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Throw you off there.
Yeah. Actually, our website's not up at the moment, but they can go to search Sunward on Facebook or MySpace.
Facebook.com/Sunward
or
Music.
Or Bandcamp.
Yeah, you can look us up on Bandcamp. YouTube channel. SoundCloud. We're in all that.
We're all over,
All right, so if people heard the Wheel Workers and they're thinking about going to the show tonight, can you play one to make sure that they ensure that they're going to put that on
Absolutely.
the list of things to do? Yeah. Sunward from Dallas, live in the KPFT studio.
This song's called Oz to Neverland. Try to mean what I say, really operate contrary to what's in my heart. Now my space is filled with you. Though we're different, it makes sense when we're together. As we cast Danger's net, catch butterflies that make the weather. When all the storms in hell break loose and the sky separates, our energies meet the distance. We're just in time to blow it all up, out of infinite possibilities. Ours is better than good enough. Maybe nothing more than inconvenient distraction, but it's hard to let it go. Still there's animal attraction, a tractor beam from you guides my trajectory. Short circuits my perception, your touch is extrasensory. Don't sabotage the dawn. It will come if you let it away. You send your sentence to the dark letter light. Illuminate your escape. Don't look into the future. Just in time to blow it all up, out of infinite possibilities. Ours is better than good enough. Don't sabotage the day. Have faith it will come your way. All of this is illusion, and nothing ever stays the same.
Sunward live in the Kpft studio. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, you're playing tonight over at Fitzgerald's with the Wheel Workers. Doug, tell folks a little bit about the violin you're playing. It has an effects pedal on it. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm running it through delay here. Normally, I use I also play guitar, and so I use a big pedal board with lots of effects, sort of a psychedelic rock thing. Wah pedal, different modulation pedals like chorus and flanger.
And you'll bring that little toy with you tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Jimi Hendrix of violin.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix of violin.
Very nice. And you weren't always into rock and roll. I think you got a scholarship to do orchestra music. Is that right?
Yeah. Actually, out of high school, I used to play in high school in the youth orchestra of Fort Worth, and then got a scholarship at TCU, Texas Christian University.
Now let me ask you: during the high school years, were you doing garage rock on the side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, nobody.
So, what a total shock to your parents when you stopped doing the orchestra stuff and moved on to rock and roll.
Well, it's like my high school didn't have an orchestra, so like I played guitar with different people there, and nobody knew I played violin in an orchestra. That was like a side thing on Saturdays. So like when in high school, like to get the girls, it was for guitar, and then sort of like once I got in my 20s, the girls liked the violin a little bit more.
Right.
So I focused on that.
And so here it is in this outfit.
Yeah.
Very cool. Talk to me about recording and some of the effects that you used to make this sound in the studio.
Okay, so in the studio, this is really, really pared down. Like normally, the psychedelic pop thing, there's a lot more psychedelic when we're live or whatever. So we use a lot of keyboard sounds, different synthesizers, and lots of effects on the violin and guitar.
Cool.
We get down there and twiddle knobs a lot, and some of the bands that we're really into are the Flaming Lips and Mercury Rev and Granddaddy. So lots of space sounds.
Cool.
But we try to keep the melody there. There's like a lot of it's something that people can hum along with.
Sure. Now you did strip it down for us in the studio today, but you'll do more of a bigger band sound tonight on stage.
It's kind of a wall of sound actually.
Sure.
Yeah,
okay.
most people are pretty sort of blown away by the sort of
the volume.
The volume. Not the volume, but just the sort of mass. But it's lots of layers. We kind of it's dynamic where it'll be sort of quiet and then kind of blast off into space.
Okay, very, very nice. And we're also going to hear one off of the album so that we can get a kind of a vibe of what it sounds like in the studio as well. And that we'll play something off that here in a minute, but I know you're going to do a few more for us live. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
Okay. This next one is a song called Lemons to Lemurs, and it's off our first record.
Sunward, live in the Kpft studio, playing tonight at Fitzgerald's.
I've been stricken by fever. I've got a 60 song that's stuck in my head. Oh, money pop me hums what sounds like when you're dead. I can still navigate my soul through the vortex of a big black hole. Sometimes you shut your eyes, it's easier. I've always been a big believer, but the difference between good and bad's like lemons and lemurs. I'm a cosmic transistor receiver, tuned into the void, now I'm a healer. I can still navigate my soul vortex of a big black hole. It's just a game, you see, the sinless folly between you and me. All the angels sing, la-da-da, la-da-da.
Sunward, live in the Kpft studio, playing tonight over at Fitzgerald's. Have a